Hey Jim, this is your new workout, and I'm just going to give you a video of the exercises that I've changed or the new exercises that I've added. If you hear noise, like it sounds like somebody's going to come right through my ceiling. Somebody might come through our ceiling because about 3 weeks ago our furnace died at the gym and we've been without heat for the last, I think it's almost been 4 weeks actually, which isn't so bad now because it's only like 0 Celsius plus -1 Celsius, but 3 weeks ago when it was like -15 outside and only 13 degrees Celsius in the gym, it was a bit of an issue. but they're fixing it now. They have a crane and they're putting the whole thing on, so it'll be cool. And so here we go. These are the new exercises that we've changed up. This is a drill that I call Hopscotch. When I learned it, they called it a swizzle, but I just thought that sounded, I don't know, creepy, so I changed it to Hopscotch. So it's in, out, staying low in your body though, so not letting your head bob up and down. This is a wide out quick hop. So the wide out comes out here, then I do quick hop back into the same square. Now I move ahead one. So when I'm out this side, I want to really load and explode. When I'm on this side, I want to quickness. That's the difference. And you have to do to each side. So do an even number up with the wide out on the right side and an even number with the wide out on the left side. I'm going to use the old mini band for some hip flexion, extension, and abduction. So you've done hip flexion. That's your workout sheet hanging on the back of my pants, by the way. So you've done the one where you lie on your back and you keep one knee pulled up while you extend the other. This is a standing version, so a really important thing is that you don't do that sort of thing. You have to keep your back in neutral. Make sure this leg stays straight. If you see that knee bending, it tells you that you're doing this sort of thing. Okay, so this leg has to stay straight, and you're trying to get that knee above hip level. Then you're going to do abduction, straight out to the side without tilting your hips and without letting this toe point outward. So it'll want to do that. You have to keep it pointing straight ahead. You should really feel that in your hips. And then you'll probably have to just slide this right on to do your extension. I'm reaching back with my heel and I'm feeling my butt to make sure that it's turning on, that it's tightening without extending my back. So it's not this. I'm stabilizing my core and I'm letting my glutes do their work. I'm not sure what you have for a step or a bench or a box at home. It doesn't really need to be super duper high. And start easy on this one because it's really puts a lot of strain across your hips and your back. But what I want you to do is drop down and then hop lateral. So you really need to get your body used to it so it knows what to expect. Because a lot of the muscles you're using attached to your pelvis, attached to your back, and if you yank on it too fast, too hard, you could end up hurting yourself. So you land 2 feet down, and then you do a nice lateral quick hop. And then just walk it back around. This is a figure 4 stretch. It's kind of a weird one. I'll show you from the side. But basically this leg goes back, this foot comes under with your toes pointing that way. The knees out to the side, and you're trying to bring your hip bone down to the floor. Well, there they come through the ceiling, Jim. There's a squat jump to a lateral hop to a squat jump. So again, we're trying to work at movement transitions, lateral movement transitions, where you have to decelerate and then accelerate. So it's a jump, hop, jump, hop, jump, hop. And when I come across, I'm not trying to jump high, right? I'm just trying to get quick speed laterally, move across the crease. This is another one of your prehab exercises. So you're going to lie on your stomach, with your toe on the ground, and you can actually feel your butt muscle. And what I want you to do is lift your knee off the ground using your butt. So you can actually use your quadriceps to do that action, and you'll feel that you can do it without your muscles of your glutes tightening at all. So I want you to actually think about it and use those muscles to extend your hip. Really important that you make sure that you're firing your glutes and not just letting your hamstrings do all the work, so that we can keep a little bit of load off your back, but also those glutes are really powerful hip extensors, will help with your lateral movement, so we want to make sure that they're working well. Then mobility exercise, your sumo squat to reach, so bum down, chest up, reaching, following your hand with your head, keeping that chest up. I'll show you what it looks like from the side here. Knee recovery, the crease push. So you'll start in a kneeling position. You'll bring your outside leg up, drive across, down, down. Think about maybe not swinging your arms around too much. Imagine you have your stick and your glove, and you want to keep those stable so you can use them for puck control rather than creating momentum. This is just a 5-pound dumbbell. You could also use a very, very light medicine ball, but this is a stiff-legged deadlift, single leg stiff-legged deadlift with the weight overhead. Make sure you come all the way up. Each repetition, keeping your back in neutral, so your back should not round. And your hips should stay level. Don't let your hips open up that way. This is a bungee single arm row. So I have the bungee attached low on the rack. I'm going to get in my nice athletic position, 2 arms. And make it pretty heavy. So double it up if you have to. Your body stays stable. I don't want a rotation here. I just want nice, stable, getting a good squeeze between your shoulders. This one is tough on your triceps, but it's also good on your torso. It's a stability ball tricep press. So my hands are on the ball, I'm in a bit of a bridge position, and I'm coming down just by bending my elbows. So it's almost like a skull crusher or a French press. But really important that you keep a good torso position, so I don't want your bum out behind you. Keep your body in a straight line. And then if you need to make it harder, just move the ball away a little further. For this next one, I'm going to use a little mini hurdle and a tennis ball. I don't know, I would almost prefer you to use something that has a little more give than these hurdles. You just don't want your feet getting tangled up and take a header. So you can even just use, I was going to say some big heavy mitts, but I don't know if you have big heavy mitts where you're from. So maybe even just a pair of old sneakers or something like that. Something that you're not going to trip on and fall down and hurt yourself. But this is what I want to do. You get the idea. And if you're really quick hand-eye, try doing that juggling off the wall. I don't know if it's possible. I know I certainly couldn't do it. Doing just the one is hard enough. But once you get a feel for the pattern, then try some deliberate patterns. So, go right hand for 10, left hand for 10, throw with the left, catch with the right for 10. Then make the patterns harder. So go 3 right, alternate for 3, 1 left, alternate for 2. Mix up the pattern, but have a plan in your head of what you're trying to do so that you're really learning to control and think and react. I hope that makes sense. But that's it. So I hope you really like this new workout. And I'll talk to you soon. We can chat about it. But for now, thanks. That's it.